Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I sent you guys the same article I'm looking at.
All right.
Damn, Al Pacino was hot. Damn.
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. All right. We are going to do... Oh, Valeria, come scooch towards me. Scooch a little more towards me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Come a little
Is
bit
she-
closer.
That's like.
But look at Valeria. Do you see you?
Oh.
You got to snuggle me.
I think we need to like zoom out the camera a little. It's never been this squishy. I'll zoom it out a little. Just a scotch.
It's
All right,
never been this squishy. I like that terminology.
I really wish we still had snacks.
Really wish we already had the martinis.
Oh, let's go get some martinis after this.
I don't know.
She's...
I'm still in recovery mode.
Yeah, we partied a little bit last night.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Me, bitch.
I know.
Yeah, we did. But you work.
Yeah. So. Oh, 'cause I work now. I can't party.
I mean, I posted on my story
Oh,
for people
I'm
that
never
come.
going Instagram. Instagram gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do our intro.
Okay.
Everyone look at this camera. I don't want the,
Okay,
my
so I
bottle
guess
to be
if
the
Shira's
same.
not gonna wear, I don't wear mine.
You guys don't have to wear them.
Where?
I just have to
don't
wear
have
them.
an option.
The headphones. It just
Oh.
means you can hear yourself
Nah, you
better, but
don't
you don't
have
have to.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Welcome to Grimm Gals Spice
Spice Edition.
Edition. Are
Get
you?
ready. Wait, no.
Sorry, I fucked
Are
up.
we or get ready?
Whatever you want to say. You say
Okay.
it. All right.
Fine.
Welcome to Grimm Gals
Spice Edition. Get ready to get
Naughty.
naughty.
Brum, 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 brum. And today,
this one.
our guest is Shira Weitz.
Hello.
Pew, pew, pew.
I did it for myself.
Wait.
Hey.
Shira Weitz. Shira Weitz.
Shira.
Weitz. That's the first time we did that sound
Yeah,
effect.
yeah.
I was kind of into it. Shira, look at this camera over here, right there, and
Mhm.
tell the world about yourself.
I am a professional matchmaker.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Saucy.
I sling dates.
Ooh.
I'm a date
Ooh.
slanger,
Ooh.
which sounds a lot sexier and dirtier than it actually is.
Oh, so you're a pimp.
Yeah, of
Mhm.
sorts.
Essentially a pimp. A pimp.
Yes,
Everyone thinks
right.
I'm a pimp.
I'm like a ring pimp.
You're ring pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a madame.
You're like a some type of salesperson for people.
Again.
You're like a human trafficker, but in the best way possible.
You human
Mm.
traffic.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Ethics are questionable sometimes in my profession.
Oh my God, hilarious. Okay, so you're a matchmaker. You are a comedian, writer, a filmmaker,
Mhm.
actress, all these things. And more importantly, you're our friend and we love you and we're excited to have you here. So this episode of Spice Edition, Spicy Grimm Gals, we're going to be talking about criminals, illegal activity of all kinds,
Drugs.
definitely some drugs, arrests, and probably
Right.
some pimping. So
So naturally, you thought of me.
Yeah.
obviously the biggest criminal mastermind I know. I was like, I gotta get Shira on the show. She has illegal all the rings. When she was talking about rings, she really meant fight clubs,
Right.
Yes.
dog
Mafia, Crips.
criminal ring. Yeah, she's just ringing it up in
Fucking-
every capacity. Have you ever been arrested?
Yeah.
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 A little. Like
little.
A
white
diet-
girl arrested.
What
A
does that
diet
mean?
arrest.
Wait, what does
It
that mean?
means that, well, I'm still alive. It means that I spent a night in a holding cell.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah,
how
I've
how
been
was
in
that?
there.
I've never been in a holding
Honestly,
cell.
it
Mm.
was really ridiculous.
I had a good time. 'Cause I'm white.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we're
Well,
white.
I was with a girlfriend. So we were in the Keys and
Perfect.
we got busted for like trespassing. Apparently there was vandalism. I don't know.
Oh.
But it was me and my friend Kelly and then her cousin Corey and her boyfriend at the time. She's a lesbian. And her boyfriend at the time, Aaron. And so the four of us got arrested, the guys in a holding cell and then us. But at this point, we're like such little hippies. Kelly's on her period. So she's telling the officers the whole time, like as they're patting her down, like, I need a tampon. I need a tampon, sir. And like nobody knew what to do about it. And so somebody hands her a pad and she's like, oh, this won't work. And they're like, why? She's like, I'm not wearing any underwear.
Oh, God.
So we're like, they're going to go get a tampon, right? Like there's got to be a tampon. No, they come back with a pack of tighty whities.
Nice.
Yeah.
This was in jail, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This was, after our things were confiscated and we were finally sober enough to take a breathalyzer. And there was some striptease going on in our girl dorm.
That sounds like a good
Included
time.
tighty whities.
Hey.
Stripping.
Yeah.
I'm all about 100% cotton underwear. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, that's the
And
best.
that's definitely what they have in prison.
It was Victoria's Secret.
Oh my God.
Hell no,
I'm
Victoria.
just picturing diapers because I feel like that's what prison underwear looks like.
yeah.
Oh,
it comes
no.
up to like
Hilarious.
here.
We
Oh,
had
God.
a bunk, so she was like climbing the ladder, doing a little strip dance. It was really funny.
You had bunks?
We were in there was one bunk in our place.
Oh man.
And the boys could just see us like out of the corner of theirs.
Mm.
So it was interesting.
Did you sleep?
Eventually for a little bit. That's like the trippiest thing, right? You wake up and you just have no clue.
You're like, I'm
Like,
in
what
jail.
time it
Like
is, or-
selfie somehow.
So I got also stupidly arrested. White girl
Tell
arrested.
me you're a white girl arrested.
I got arrested. It was basically like a raid. They were just like wrangling kids up to arrest them for quotas, and
Okay.
it was just like, just police vans in the Lower East Side just coming through, and just like anyone doing anything that normally you would just get a slap on the wrist or get the fuck out of here, you were getting picked up. So we got picked up for fake IDs. And it was really like my one friend's like fault because like we would have just gotten away, but like she like yelled and made like a big stink and then like ran. And because she ran, then they collected us. And so like basically me and my other friend got arrested for my other friend being a little shit. And but so anyway, me and my friend Emma get arrested, and I'm already fighting with my parents for other shit. So I'm just like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, I'm gonna be so fucking murdered by my parents. Like I was like, can you just kill me? Like I don't even want to go to jail. And then they're like, aren't you 18? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you don't have to tell your parents. And I was just like, I don't have to tell my parents. And then I was just like, and then I just didn't give a shit at that point because I was like, this is a stupid.
So you went to the jail cell too, like Shira, or?
I went to jail cell with one of my best friends, so it was fun.
Love how a white girl getting arrested.
Yeah.
You're always with your bestie.
Yeah,
Jail comes with the
God.
bestie.
Comes with a bestie, and we like we had a good time. Like I shouldn't have been, but we had a good time. Like
It's in New York.
it's in New
So
York.
you were in Florida.
I was in the Keys. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in New York, and it was just me, my friend Emma, and a prostitute in a jail cell. And the prostitute was like drunk and like sleeping, and me and Emma were like putting on a show for the jailers, and like she was a tap dancer, I was just like a go-go dancer, and we just like literally sang and danced for the jailers, and they would be like, you gotta be like acting like you're having a little bit of a bad time, and I was just like, why, Mr. Jailer? Like literally flirting with the jail guys.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
God.
the guys are next to us. They can't see us. They're on the other side of the wall. And all the guys were like, we're communicating through the wall. Like, what are you in for? Because it was literally like just like 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds getting arrested.
Oh my
What
God.
So
kind
it's
of
just
shit
like-
is this? I've never been
and
to
one
jail.
prostitute who was like in her 40s. But
That's.
but
All
like
right.
it was. I mean, maybe she wasn't in her. Maybe she
How
wasn't.
old are you?
She might not have been in her 40s, but drugs made her look like she was in her 40s.
Aw.
Okay, there we go.
So, but the men, like a guy was in there for public urination. Like it was that kind of stuff. It was like stupid
Yeah.
shit that people were in for. So at that point, we're all just kind of, and everyone's pretty drunk. We're all like a little drunk, and we're just communicating through the wall. The guys are kind of talking about, they have way more in there. We have 3 girls. They probably had like 20 guys in there. And some of the guys
course.
were definitely not as cool or whatever.
Oh God,
But-
of course they're not.
I also
were
didn't
they
care-
actually in there for like a
Anything.
crime?
Yeah, they might have actually been
What
criminals.
dicks.
Oh,
But-
well, okay. So I got inside of a police car.
Okay.
That's the farthest I've been to jail, and it was a crazy situation. My
Did you escape?
situation. I did, and so this what happened. So it was here. It was like maybe like I don't know how long ago, but I was transporting magic mushrooms to my friend's house. Okay, and somehow, some way,
How is she the one who didn't get arrested? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
The only one who probably did anything.
yeah. Let me tell you something. So I was transport, and then so I ran a yellow light. Okay, not a red. It was yellow. And they pulled me over, and I was like, oh fuck. And I was like, shit, I have this bag of like mushrooms. What am I gonna do? So I put it like here. I put it like here in my crotch area. And I'm like, all right, stay calm, because I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time. Well, he was my ex-boyfriend now, but so and at the time, my ex-boyfriend had just like gotten into a fight with his mom, so he like stole her credit card and bought all these like really fancy suits, and he was wearing like an all white like suit, which made him look like he had all his money, which he didn't. And I was looking like Matt Scrub for some reason that day. So then the police get there, and I got like the most shittiest like cop that was like, is there marijuana in the car? Because I would smoke a lot of weed in the car, and I'm like, no. And they're like, get out of the vehicle. And it was like one white cop and one black lady cop, right? So then they make me get out of the car. Mind you, they'll have all these magic mushrooms here, okay?
Right.
And another police car pulls up. So then I have like 4 police people there searching my entire car, and they find a joint like a roach this big in my car. And they're like, "What's this?" And I'm just like, a roach? Because at the time, now they don't care about that shit. But at the time, they were really assholes about it.
Right.
So they handcuffed me, and the lady cop did this, but for some reason didn't feel the mushrooms there. So they did this. They put me in the backseat of the car, and then I see them talking to my ex-boyfriend, because he's wearing like all white suit, looking like he's like a drug lord or something, and he had priors. So I guess they took him, let me out the car, and that's how I got away with it, right? But it gets deeper. Because then he gave me his jacket, right? And I'm like, all right, whatever. So he spent a night in jail. And then, oh my God, it gets so deep. Turns out he had like stolen some jewelry. And it was inside his like coat pocket, which went missing from my mom's house. And then I was like, what the fuck is this? And when I picked him up from jail, I was like, bro, like, what the fuck? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, I found it in your pocket. And then, anyway, I didn't go to jail.
But then your mom stole it?
No.
Stole his stolen jewelry?
No. It was
your mom's jewelry?
Yeah. And it was inside his.
Mom's jewelry.
And it was in his. And when it was his jacket pocket.
It was in his coke dealer's pocket.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
But you searched his coat.
Because it was like the only pocket that was there. And I was like,
that's so funny.
So dramatic. But yeah, I didn't go to jail though.
So when I got arrested, I had magic mushrooms in my purse, and they asked if I had anything on me. I said no, and they must not have checked my bag because they were still in there when I got my shit back.
Wow,
That's so funny.
that.
They just didn't even do that.
They didn't even check my bag, and I got a mugshot, which I would love to see.
Oh my God,
you
where's the
I
mugshot?
have no clue.
If you could find my mugshot, I look amazing. I had a
It's a
hot
public
pink.
record.
I had a hot pink suit.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
See if you
I don't think you can
mine
find
in
it.
the
Mine's
keys.
so old. This
Is it
like,
Abigail or just
no,
Abby?
just Abby.
Is your name Abby or Abigail?
Just Abby.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, my uncle. I'm named after my uncle Abraham, who was I used to call him Abby.
Okay.
What year was it? New York, right?
2005 or 2000. Yeah, I think
just
2005,
New
maybe 2006.
I'm like, I think it's really funny that you guys were doing performances and singing and dancing because I also sang everybody to sleep.
Aww.
And then I went on to write a song about it. The whole experience called Jailbird. It's like pretty funny.
That's cute. And very white girl.
Yeah.
No, but I
definitely.
didn't sleep. We didn't have beds. We had like one bench that we gave to the prostitutes. So like we were just like, it's sit on the floor or dance. So we just danced like for
Did
hours.
you have a toilet?
Oh.
We had a toilet.
We had a toilet, but we didn't use it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We didn't use it. And thank God we got arrested. Like we didn't get into jail until like maybe 3 a.m. And you could get a release by like 9 a.m. Like you could get
you
released
guys
in the
didn't
morning.
get
So like
bailed
we
out?
just had to be no. I had a court thing, and because I was like, this is ridiculous. I wore like one of my mother's suits and went to court, and I was like, I could defend myself though. Like, we're giving you a public
my God.
defender. Like I thought I was in a movie. I was like, I can do this. Like
That's what I thought on my way too. I'm like, just give me my one phone call. You'll all be sorry. Like the most pretentious. That's
Well,
it.
I
I
didn't
don't get a.
We should
phone
have
call.
a
I'm
sketch.
like,
We should have a sketch about all this. We should make a sketch now of how we were.
yeah, I didn't need a phone call. I didn't care about a phone call. I remember walking home they put me in Chinatown prison. That's or jail. It was in Chinatown. And then I walked back to the East Village from there.
Wow.
So not too far, but not close. But I was just like, I'm just going to walk. It's like early in the morning. I just came out of I just came out of jail.
You guys felt cool about being in jail. You're like, yeah,
I kind of felt cool. I kind of felt cool. I kind of felt cool because it was fun. It would not have felt cool if it wasn't fun, and it would not have felt cool
if you had a felony on your
if
record.
I had. It would not have felt cool if I did something really wrong and went to jail. But I was like, this is a stupid thing for me to go to jail.
Right.
I had a good time with my friend, and I also got my drugs back. So I feel like I won.
You
Also
definitely,
on top of it, my hands were so sweaty they couldn't print me. So they never got my print. So I was like, I could still commit crimes. No one ever recognizes me anyway because I always look different. So I'm like, I'm good.
Quick question.
But my mugshot, I was wearing a hot pink jacket with a matching hot pink skirt and a sparkly top, and I was like, I'm gonna look so hot in this.
You guys are so funny. No, have you guys ever like shoplifted? Like, you know, tiny things.
Yeah.
We all went through that phase.
It's a rite of passage to like get your mugshot in Sephora. Like if you were
really?
No, I never got caught.
Sephora?
I never got caught. You got
Sephora was a
I
thing.
never got caught either.
Never.
No, I didn't get caught,
Yeah,
but
you
I
did.
wanted to because the wall of people who got caught were like all these amazing people.
How do you know they were amazing people?
Yeah.
Because they
You,
were
like,
people I
know?
loved, like I
Celebrities?
looked up to. They were like
What do you mean you look up
local-ish
to?
celebrities. They were like
What?
they were like musicians that I like knew were more
Comedians,
fun.
Oh God, that's such a funny
Degenerate.
sketch. Trying to get caught shoplifting at Sephora. It's like
Well, we would all shoplift
Oops.
and try to see who got the most expensive thing or the biggest
Oh,
thing.
so
and
it was like a
da-da-da-da-da.
game.
You think it's harder to shoplift now?
Well, the saddest thing was my
No.
roommate ended up getting. Is it harder
Do
to
I
get
think or do I know?
Oh shit! Why no one
Are you
right
still
over here?
shopping?
I
Shoplifting?
don't know. Not really.
I don't shop.
But does it
Not
even
really.
count in certain situations?
What are you stealing?
I have to really think
Condoms?
about
No,
like
just
what I've stolen recently. Just
Oh, you know what I stole
things that
recently?
I just
By
that
accident?
I'm pissed off. Things that I'm pissed off about being the price that they are, and just being like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna add this to my bill. Like I'm just
Wow.
not. I
So
don't know.
where do you put it
Just
inside of
in
you?
my bag?
Inside of
Yeah,
you.
in my bag. Yeah, I,
I-
stick it in my.
Oh my God, I haven't
I
shoplifted
insert
in a
it
while.
and I walk the fuck out.
Yeah, I insert that chapstick.
This mascara.
So hard.
Oh. So my sister was a klepto.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for
and
real.
she was a klepto as a kid.
Shit.
And she would stuff my pockets with stuff.
Oh hell no.
And she would like, I was like her purse, and she'd like
Oh
put
my
stuff
God.
in. And we got caught one time at a drugstore, and she'd stole so much chapstick, like tons and tons of lip gloss and chapstick.
I
And we
know.
got pulled in, but we were like young. She was like, I was probably 7, she was 9. Like we were young.
Whoa, that's really young. I
Yeah.
thought like 12, 13. Like
No, it was very
Yeah,
young.
that's
Maybe she was
really-
10 and I was 8, but either way, we were like we were young. And I remember we went into the security office or whatever. The security guy got to us, and we like got our mom, and we had to go. My sister had to go to therapy or something like that. That they were like, she had to like do some sort of therapy. But then in therapy, she was also a pathological liar as a child. I don't know if she still is. I'm gonna say maybe not, but you never know. And so she told these wild stories. There was crazy shit going on in my family, but she made it even more insane. So then I had to go to therapy because they had to see what the fuck was going on in our household, that this kid's stealing, and it was a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I know.
So,
about that.
but
yeah.
it was all over chapstick.
Yeah, well, chapstick is like gold. Like I have dry lips and I like my chapstick, and if
Yeah.
I go 10 minutes without it, I'm like gonna lose my mind.
Well, it's because there's addictive things in there that now
Oh
your
wow,
lips
there's
are.
addictive things in
Well,
there.
Yeah,
here
they
I
like
was
actually
thinking-
don't moisturize your lips. It's actually drying your lips out, and that's why you have to keep putting it on and keep putting it on.
Mm.
It's better to do like Aquaphor, those kind of
Oh,
like
I have
Vaseline-y
Aquaphor
things.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aquaphor's
we
good.
have one on each of our side tables.
Mm.
Okay, you can't lose. You can't use Aquaphor for lube. That's
Yes,
not
you can.
that. You should not be inserting Aquaphor into your
Yeah,
body.
no, it's terrible. No.
I've read. I've basically know all 9 of the things that
Are not supposed
Aquaphor
to?
is used for. Okay,
Like what?
like like mild burns,
Yeah, but
scrapes, dry feet.
have you
dry
ever had
hands.
anal?
yeah, you definitely don't
No.
want to use that. 100%.
But
Yeah.
then you're gonna need it anyway.
You need other lube.
Yeah.
And you
let's
might need
absolute-
Aquaphor afterwards.
I don't think so.
Okay. After.
Yeah, so you might as well start with
different.
it.
So
You might
that's
as well
why you
start
think
with
I
it.
have
Or you could just
Aquaphor
get
on my bedside
hemorrhoid
table
cream.
because of all the anal I'm
All the
having. I
anal.
just need it
Yeah.
from after all the anal. Jesus.
All the anal that
You
we're
know,
having. That's funny.
It's so funny that you were like, once I found out they weren't going to call my parents, I was like, oh, who gives a fuck? You know, like my parents at this age in my life, like probably 16 to 20, somewhere in there, like they had so many calls from the police at 4 a.m. It was like insane. And I used to drive around like with basically everything illegal in my car and go park it at school campus. And when
School campus.
and when I would do it, I would always be late, and then there would be no parking spots. So me, like the self-entitled asshole that I was, I would drive right up. All right.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Was
No, I didn't even know
alright,
you
that's
were.
fair.
I didn't know if you
Oh,
were.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
mean it was more like outraged and like stick it to the man kind of thing. That I was like, I don't need to follow the rules of society. You know, like I
We
was
all go through
already
those
like,
phase.
yeah, like against societal norms. So I would drive my car up and just park it right on the curb and get out and just go about my day. And one time
Nice.
I get called, you know, over the intercom to like come out to my car, and I'm freaking out because I have all types of paraphernalia, like a
Damn.
bowl, a bong, weed, a bottle of liquor, and beer bottles,
Nice.
like all in my car,
Cocaine and
visible
methamphetamines.
in my little Scion XA. And I just was like, oh no, like I'm going to be out. There's going to be like cops waiting for me. But it was just the creepy assistant principal. Yeah, snooping around and just telling me, you know, you've got to move your car. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
they were cool about it. I remember I used to ride around with a bong in my car.
I'm wondering, I'm curious about the most probably common criminal action of Floridians. Do you girls have roadies?
What's roadies?
Do you
Oh.
Drinks on
where
the
you
go?
drink on the drink
Oh,
and drive
all the
basically.
time, even
Okay,
now.
yeah. So
On the
this
way here,
happened.
Yo, my favorite
yeah.
thing to do is to have like a Bud Light lime while I'm
She
while I'm
loves
driving.
a
yeah.
Bud Light lime.
I'm
But
the
they're chill, you know?
michelada.
Ooh, micheladas!
Yeah.
And just it's cool. It gives like a nice little buzz, not too much. Not
Right.
you know, I'm not trying to like kill somebody, but
So we both had roadies, me and Chris, my boyfriend, everyone.
oh, that's so cute.
They're out. They came out.
Oh shit!
Of
Look
the
at
hetero
you.
closet.
Aw,
Yeah.
adorable.
To all the followers out there. I came
So I love how she's taken,
Um,
and they do anal.
Anal.
Don't put any ideas in. But yeah, so we both had roadies going down to Miami,
Cute.
and luckily, now we don't always do this, but luckily this time we put them in Yetis.
Nice.
Cut to, we go have like another drink at dinner and then are driving to a friend's show, and I get pulled over.
Why though? Why?
I got pulled over because my tags were hella expired.
Oh fuck, Shira, you give me
And
legal
then-
shit.
And then I didn't have any proof of insurance.
Oh no,
I couldn't find it online or anything. It just like
Wait,
suddenly.
this was like last weekend.
Oh,
wasn't
this
it?
was like a couple weeks ago.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like a long time ago.
No.
This just happened. 'Cause she told
And
me
the
about this.
officer is literally like, give me something. Like, do you have registration? Oh, about
Like,
that, I don't
oops.
have it yet.
Did you
Do
get away with it?
Well, I
'Cause I've
got
gone
away,
away
with
with
it
shit.
in the sense that I have 4 tickets.
No, that's good.
that I haven't paid for.
I have not
and you're not
paid,
gonna pay. No,
But
okay.
I mean, the next day I went and got all of this stuff. It was literally what happened was, you know, I just got this new car. He's like, come back. And then my bank didn't, they sent the check wrong to the car place. So they didn't
so you
get
just
paid.
like has had a legal car.
So
and-
no, I
God
didn't.
damn.
I didn't, but
You're
I
like, so I stole this car. And
they finally got the transfer wire like settled, but it was literally like 3 weeks after it was supposed to come through.
Ah.
So by then I was so embarrassed. I
Oh my
didn't
God.
want to go pick up my new plates. So I kept procrastinating it and pushing it off. And then I just kept getting more anxiety around going to get it. So finally, after getting the 4 tickets, I was like, oh, I should probably just take care of this 5-minute errand.
Yeah, I have multiple tickets that are probably late now and I got to deal with because my tags were late. And then someone told me if you just register your tags, like you can fight the ticket. But in the time that I hadn't registered my tags, I got another ticket.
Is this like white people shit? Because I never get tickets. You know, I've gotten away with
West
shit.
Palm was where it got me all the tickets. Don't park in West Palm. Fuck that place.
No. I've gone away with so many situations where cops are just like, let me go. I've been pulled over drunk and high, visibly, like blatantly, and the cop was like, look, I'm gonna let you go this time. Don't let me catch you around here again.
Suck my dick
I was like, I was like, okay. You know what my excuse was? It was actually like last year sometime. Like I was on this whole thing that I didn't want to take the highway. I wanted to I wanted to go down the small streets. So I just left the show. Like I think it was Taurus or something, and I was taking like the back streets, like 3:00 in the morning. I'm going down like maybe like the Aventura area, like the fancy schmancy area, like on US 1 or something. And I was going a little bit too fast, and he pulls me over. He looks at me. He goes, "My shit's all legit, by the way. I've never had a situation where my tags or anything. I'm like mad legit. That's why I do the drugs, whatever. But anyway,
I'm so legit. I can do drugs.
I'm like you girls crazy. But anyway, so he pulls me over and he looks at me. He goes, license and registration, and then he looks in my eyes. He goes, are you drunk? And I'm like, well, I did have a few beers, but it was like an hour ago. And then he looks at me close. He's like, are you high? And I'm like, yeah, but like from like a couple hours ago. Like, I seriously talked to him like that. And then I gave him everything. He comes back. He looks at me. He goes, no ticket, nothing. He was like, because he asked me, anyone can come and drive you? I'm like, no one can come right now. It's like 3:00 in the morning. And I explained to him, I'm like, sir, usually I don't take these streets. Like, I usually take the highway, but I'm doing this thing now where I want to drive. And, I explained the whole, like, purpose. Like, he was like,
so he thought you were retarded and he let you go.
Yeah. Usually I'd be drunk or high on the highway. So this is really actually an exception.
That's exactly what I did.
Why did he pull you over to begin with?
He did pull me over.
But
for
why?
Speeding.
I was going a little bit over the speed limit.
How much over?
Probably like 5 or 10 miles. It wasn't too much.
It
wasn't too much. But no, I've been pulled over. No, I've been pulled over mad times. Like I remember the one time I got pulled over. It's like a legend. And with my friends, like this was when I was younger. I was my cousin, and we were with her brother, who was like maybe 14 at the time, with his friend. We were at you guys know about Sawgrass Mall? We were at Sawgrass Mall, parked in a little parking garage in front of Burlington Coat Factory. And we were smoking. We were smoking. At the time,
you were hotboxing?
We were hotboxing. At the time, it was still legal, And I don't know what the fuck was going on. We're smoking.
Not still legal?
No, nowadays they don't give a shit. But back then, they gave a shit.
Illegal. Okay.
Yeah. And we were smoking, hotboxing. Mind you, Myers in the car. Then we hear this. And we look over, and it's a cop on my side because I'm on the passenger side. And we're like, oh, shit. Like, it's blatant. Like, it's not. We can't fucking hide it. I turned on, and he goes, you know that I can smell the weed, like, from, like, way over here. And I was like, I looked at him really hard, and I'm like, don't you have better things to do right now? Because apparently they were looking. We kept seeing the cops drive around because they were looking for somebody. You know how people be stealing shit?
Yeah.
He looks at me really hard and says, don't do this again, okay? I can smell it from over here, and he left. And that was it.
The fuck is up with you? That's so
I
weird.
don't
I would
know.
arrest you just by saying that. Don't you have better things to do? Yeah. And you are going to be in jail.
No. He really looked at me mad hard, and he was like, yeah, you're right. I do have to, I've gotten away. I don't know how. I just have a way.
Just shit on their pride, and they'll be like, "No, you're right. I definitely have better things to do."
I always go in nice, maybe, and that's why.
I was so nice. Well, meanwhile, I don't have insurance. The car could vary. There's no proof that I own the car at this point. And in the center console,
and you also don't own the car because you never paid them.
Well, I had at that point, but that's what prevented me from getting all the other shit done. But in the center, don't forget, in the center is just 2 Yetis filled with alcohol.
They didn't know that? You didn't know that?
No, they had no clue. So the whole time, the
God.
officer's like, man, you're really not doing anything to help me out. Like, you have nothing I need.
Yeah.
And
I was
want
like,
a sip?
I know. I was like, sir, you know what? I brought it on myself. It's fine. It's fine.
Aw,
just
so
do what you gotta
cute.
do. When he was like, do you know what I pulled you over for? I was like, swerving?
Oh,
He's like,
no.
No.
Ah,
Like,
shit.
Oh, okay.
I hate when they ask, what are you pulling over? I got a ticket. I almost never got like a speeding ticket. Oh, I've gotten 2 actually. I can't go to Georgia.
Georgia. I've gotten a speeding ticket in Georgia one time. They don't play.
They want you to go to court. They don't even want you to pay it. And I'm like, I'm not coming back here. I was like breaking up. I was breaking up with my boyfriend at the time for the 3rd time, and I was fucking leaving Georgia, and I was like, I'm never coming back here. And then of course ended up back in that relationship, but not in Georgia. And I was just like, I'm not gonna come back here. So no, you can have your court case and my warrant for my arrest in Georgia.
Damn, is it still warrant out for your address?
Yeah, but I just won't drive when I go to Georgia. Who cares? What are they gonna do? They're looking for me over a speeding ticket.
Well, they wait for the people to come into Florida. That's for sure.
Well, they were definitely waiting for me, and I was like, listen, look at all my shits in my car. I'm broken up with my boyfriend. He did not give a shit. He did not give a shit about my breakup whatsoever. And then the other time I got not arrested. I got a speeding ticket. I was going to visit my other ex-boyfriend in rehab.
Was it in Georgia?
No, Jersey.
Oh.
He was in rehab in like Trenton, New Jersey, some trashy ass place. Anyway, and I had gotten box braids in my hair for the first time, which I loved. However, there was tons of people. It was like early in the morning, like 7 a.m. in the morning, and tons of people just driving fast. And I never am the first in line. I'll go the same speed as everyone else is going. And a cop puts on the lights. So I don't even pull over because I'm like, everyone else is driving super fast. So
you're like, fuck off.
So I don't even pull over right away because I was like, oh, he must be going after these people. They're driving way faster than me. And then he's still behind me. Fuck, I got to take a sip before I can finish this.
Okay.
Dramatic pause.
Oh my God. No, this reminds me of another time that I got away from some cop shit when I was drunk, when I was younger. Yeah. I'll tell you about it after this.
All right. So anyway, long story short, I get pulled over even though everyone else is driving faster than me. And I swear it was the box braids. I think the box braids like made me get pulled over at 7 a.m. in Jersey. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was just like, I tried to tell him, I was like, listen, like, they were going fast, and he did not give a shit about anything, even though there was tons of people driving. There was literally people speeding past us, and he just didn't care, and he gave me like a fat ass ticket. I paid that. I paid that one. But
Nah. Like in Georgia, they are really fucked up with the tickets. 'Cause I got a ticket there. But when I was breaking up with my boyfriend years ago, it was actually my best friend's bridal shower, and we were drinking like I don't know how many tequila shots, like 11 or 12, and somehow I thought it was a good idea to like drive to like the other friend's house. And then me and my ex-boyfriend at the time got into a really huge argument. I don't know about what. He got out of the car, and I go ahead and get back on the street the wrong way, and I'm like going into traffic. Yeah. So then I'm like, oh shit, and then I guess a cop was watching, and so like I pulled over this way, and the cop pulls up behind me, and he comes to my car. Mind you, I'm shit drunk. And then
as you should be if you're driving the wrong way on
because honestly it was because my boyfriend and I were like fighting. That's what really got me distraught. Because actually that's the second time I do that. The first time I was doing in the traffic, it was because he kissed me the first time, and then I was so distraught over the kiss that like I did the same thing. But anyway, I was drunk. And so then I pull over on the grass or something. I think what happened was that I was going against traffic. Then I get myself out of it and I'm going the right direction. Then the cop pulls me over, right? Because he watched the whole thing happen. So then I pull over on the grass and the cop is like, what the fuck? And then so then my boyfriend actually walks back and because he sees me get pulled over and he explains to the cop that we just got into a fight. She was distraught, blah, blah, blah. And the cop believes him. And we're about to leave, and I'm stuck in the grass, in the mud. So the cop and my boyfriend are pushing me, my car out of the thing. And you best believe I sobered up so quick after that. I was like, okay.
Oh,
I've been just
I feel
blessed.
Like
seriously.
I could hear you just being like, no, officer, it's fine. See, usually what I would do is not drive like this, but because I'm wasted, I did.
Yeah. Actually, my ex-boyfriend got me out of a lot of shit.
That's crazy. Yeah. Did you have to do community service?
No. There was like, I don't know. The next morning it was just like, get out. And then I don't even know how we got back.
Have to go to court or anything
cab or something. No.
Oh, I had to do court and community service. I had to rake leaves. It was the most bullshit thing.
Where though?
Riverside Park on the Upper West Side. I
Yeah.
had to rake leaves, and it was kind of cold. It was like November, and I had to rake leaves behind a truck. So we were raking leaves, and the truck was driving, so we had to like do it really fast and
Shit.
rake leaves. And it's me, like, 2 guys in their 20s that I was trying to decide which one I wanted to have sex with, and then a 45-year-old man who was like, "You guys really gotta straighten your life out, man. This I've been
Oh my
doing this
God.
for way too long. You
Oh
guys
my
got.
God.
If I could do it over again, I wouldn't be a degenerate." And then there was a real shoplifter, like a Winona shop. We called her Winona. She was like maybe Korean, Japanese. I don't know what she was, but she was shoplifting big time, like designer purses, big time.
One of
And
those.
she was so, I
Nice.
loved her, and I loved the audacity that she's just like, I don't speak English. No, so she didn't do shit.
Bitches speak English.
She didn't
You
do
don't need to be
shit.
doing that
She
shit.
didn't do shit. She sat there, somehow snuck a phone in. You weren't supposed to have a phone. She
Probably
had
put her
a
inside
phone,
her
and
coochie.
and she sat on the curb, and we all let her did it because we were like, "That's a mastermind there." Like we
That's
got
really
if you and
funny.
the 45-year-old was like, "If you're gonna be a criminal, be like her." Like we were all like looking
don't
up to this
speak
little.
English.
You could spin it. You volunteered for environmental purposes.
I had a great time with community service, honestly, and I did have sex with
that
one
on
of
your
those
resume.
guys.
You did.
I almost
Wow.
had sex with both of them, but I decided not to.
I remember
Um,
the time I used to when I used to have sex in the car. Remember when you didn't have your own place and you had to have sex in the car?
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still have sex in the car.
Oh God, I can't even imagine. I'd be like, hell no, bitch. Get a fucking hotel. If you
Sometimes
can't
I
afford
have
one, why am I fucking you? Like,
Sometimes
get
I
out
have
of here.
sex outside of the car, so I could have been in, and I decided to do
hate
it.
having sex outside. I hate it.
I love it. It's my fave.
Honestly, I've never liked having sex in uncomfortable places. I think it's so like against this. Like I'm trying to get
It's
turned
not
on and horny.
uncomfortable to have sex standing up.
I've realized I'm like,
Not into it.
You don't like standing up sex,
I don't want to be comfortable. I don't want to be like doing all
but
extra
you're
shit.
uncomfortable standing up.
Probably yeah. I'm a starfish. I like to lay there. And just be
I-
like,
oh,
do
You
it.
don't like to bend,
No.
be like bent over and just fuck.
Remember the last episode? I am not. I
Well,
have no vagina. I
would
think.
you consider yourself like a princess pillow?
She sounds like a princess.
Oh,
pillow.
one
I feel
Pillow
like
Pillow
I'm
princess.
90% of the time I'm a princess.
I would
Yeah,
too.
90,
I would
yeah.
tell
And then
money.
10% of the time I'm like, I do yoga. You know?
Aw, that's cute.
That's cute. I like
I
that.
mean, it depends. Honestly, if someone can fire me up somehow, I don't know. Maybe.
I've done the.
So, and you're getting
yeah.
bent over and fucked. You're not doing anything. You're just bent over.
I've done the handy in the car, like while driving.
Oh yeah.
I
Have you done the
actually
blowy?
had a-
Oh,
while
the
dri-
blowy while
Yeah.
driving. Those are the best.
Yeah.
I have, but I don't think
Those are
I
fun.
went all the way like
Like make them
to
come in the mouth.
come in
Oh,
the mouth.
really?
I usually
Aw.
will move my head at that point. Be like, I don't know, this
It's
is your
so-
problem now.
It's so fun to
You've
be
never
like on
given
the
a
highway.
blowjob to completion?
No, I have for sure.
No, but on the highway.
I mean, I'll complete it with my hands or whatever, but like,
complete it.
So you don't swallow,
I-
obviously.
I don't. I did. I have. You know.
She has
I'll
before.
always remember like this one time where we were in the back seat of a car and I was giving this guy a blowjob and
Right.
he came in my mouth and like right after he was like talking to me and I was like
Oh,
like
Oh,
trying
God.
to open the car door
And
to
it was
like
like child
spit it
safety
out.
lock.
He was like just laughing. I feel like that moment brought us closer for some reason. you
Wouldn't it be funny
know?
if there was a child safety lock on the door
Yeah,
and you're like
just trying to get out with the
I never spit. I've never spit because my sister told me I couldn't.
Your
Oh,
what is what?
yeah.
Your sister is just
So my sister was.
If your sister says it, I get it, man.
Guys, I feel like we've talked about so many sketches that we have to remake now. Like us now redoing the things we did when
all
we were
right,
younger.
but let's
Alright.
stay in the moment. So
You're really on about these sketches.
yeah,
It's so funny.
So my
it.
sister was primo
Mm.
ho, and
Okay.
and she'll hate that I say this because she
Damn.
wasn't really primo ho, but she always had a relationship. She was always a put him over there.
All right.
There, perfect.
That's so cute.
Dork. So, anyway, she wasn't really a hoe, but she always had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And so she sexually advanced faster than most because she always had a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend at 5 years old. She's always had a boyfriend. I love that this is normal because I'm like, I
No,
found it, even as a child, I was like, this is fucking weird.
That she had a boyfriend at
5.
young
She
age.
had a boyfriend at 7 years old that would come over to the house and they'd make out. At 7.
What the fuck?
At
Oh my God.
7.
Ew, I remember playing a game where I played mom and dad with somebody,
Yeah.
a girl I think or a guy, and we kissed. I was like, ew.
Yeah, I
No,
think
but
I
my
was
opinion-
always like, I'm playing doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your clothes off. Like you do.
Like lift up your shirt and rub
No.
it on my chest. Like,
We all did experimental things as
Right.
kids. But to the point where she was like in a
Yeah.
committed relationship
At 5?
7 years
Oh,
old. No, she had
God.
boyfriends and boyfriend, but 7 years old, she had a boyfriend that like they dated for like a year,
Oh,
and
God.
my parents knew about him and they thought it was adorable. I was like, this is fucking weird. Anyway,
She's one of
sorry to
those
talk
people
shit.
that
I
is-
hope you. I don't think you listen to any of my stuff, so it doesn't really matter. But if you did, I'm
There's some
sorry. I
resentment
love
there.
you. I love you, and you know these things. It's really our parents' fault. It's not your fault. Anyway, so. My friends, when we were getting to the age where we thought we were going to maybe have to blow somebody, because apparently in New York, everyone blows everyone a lot more than in Florida. Fuck you guys. I
Are
don't
you
know.
kidding
You-
me?
Everyone told
There's
me that
no
nobody's
way.
blowing anybody. I
I don't know about today,
I don't know. I wasn't.
but
blowing
when I
people.
was 14,
Okay, thank you. This is why we're.
I was not
This is
doing
why
that.
we're.
that's
we get along
when
so well.
blowjobs.
That's
happen
no.
the
That's some white
most.
people shit.
See,
I wasn't
that's
blowing
it. Might be
anybody.
white. Maybe it's not a Florida thing. Maybe it's a white people thing. Because
White
I
people
have
thing for
had this
sure.
conversation on this show
No
for multiple
way,
times,
that's
and
nuts.
nobody is giving blowjobs. And I thought it was a New
Hell
York thing.
no.
It's a white person thing.
I would
Okay.
rather have sex before
That's
giving somebody a
bizarre.
blowjob.
I gave so many
I
blowjobs
think
before
it's.
sex.
Can we just say it's a Florida, New York, potentially white person thing?
yeah,
Maybe it's a
100.
Jewish thing.
Are you even Jewish?
My dad's Jewish.
Then you're not a Jew. Your mom
Ah,
has to be
yeah,
Jewish, bitch.
duh.
No, it's that's technically true. However, my dad's the dominant person in my household.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you're Jewish.
Listen, I'm
What
not.
if
I don't. I'm
Jew
not religious.
wannabe? No.
Jew
Just
wannabe?
kidding. Said nobody ever.
Said nobody ever. Listen, I'm not really religious, so it doesn't really matter. However, I
Right.
do think there's cultures that come into being Jewish or not. And my father's
And the
culture.
ones that blow job are Jewish.
My dad told me that Jews blow more than Christians, and he's.
I
a
think
big
he just
fuck
means
boy.
we're more sexually adventurous than like a Christian faith would be.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anyway,
We're more
I don't.
open-minded.
I don't know what it is. I just was trying to find a common denominator somewhere. And so you're Jewish, my father's Jewish, and I grew up in a very sexual house. So I figured, and it was because my father was sexual.
What about French kissing? When did you French kiss?
Oh, I have a horror French kiss story.
Oh yeah, your first kiss,
yeah,
wasn't
my
it?
first
Yeah.
kiss ever. Yeah.
think-
Anyway, where the blowjob? Oh, so
Yeah.
my friends thought we were gonna. Yeah, this whole conversation I'm deleting. I don't like this. Anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna go into
French kiss.
all my friends thought we were gonna have to give a blowjob soon, and so they're like, let's go ask your sister. She's gonna know what to do. And so my sister like demonstrates and makes us demonstrate on a banana how to blow someone. And at the end of the demonstration, she goes, and you always have to swallow, or he won't think you like him. You have to do that. She goes, even it's disgusting. Just have something like have gum, have a drink, have something for afterwards, but you have to swallow. So like I've never not, and that's because of my sister. But also my first
Interesting.
blowjob was disgusting. He smelled so bad.
Ew.
It was so bad. I was like, "What? Where was the rule book? No
even
banana.
Yeah.
No
remember
banana
mine.
prepared
What, you
me
don't
for
remember
this."
yours? I don't
I
remember
don't
mine
remember
either.
my first blowjob.
Can't remember mine
I
either.
remember my first 5.
What's the
No,
well,
just
first
What's a
what?
five?
My first 5 blowjobs. But like I don't remember
Oh.
which one came first.
I remember.
Oh, did you just fucking
Ah.
blow people like a fucking like
Oh,
hungry
no.
hippo like in the game? You just fucking
Hungry,
went around.
hungry
I
hippo.
was susceptible to, I was the girl who you brought along when you like wanted to fuck your boyfriend and you needed someone to like hook up with their friends.
Oh
I mean, I'll
God.
say it. Listen, the friends were never like bad. They're,
Oh, yeah.
they were all pretty attractive for 15-year-old douchebag boys in Jupiter, Florida. But
This is hilarious. You're like, I was the girl that took one for the team for all my girlfriends.
I mean, like it's a mix because that I went along with things all the time. Like I didn't have the kind of confidence to be like, I don't know if this is right with my morals. I don't know if I want to do this. Like that never even crossed my mind.
Right,
It
you're
was
too
just
young.
like, oh, we're like drunk on a boat and there's 2 guys and 2 girls. Like, obviously, some people are going to be getting blowjobs.
I mean, it sounds like a good time.
Obviously,
you were young,
some people
you know?
are going to be getting blowjobs.
Or-
Isn't that crazy that's like, I think high school boys get more blowjobs than any man of any age ever. Unless you're a
Wow.
porn star. They get like
Possibly.
more I think they get more blowjobs in that time period than they ever get the rest of their life.
You know,
I hope so, those bastards.
You know-
That was like head pushing times.
Yeah, they
head
making
pushing
deep
times.
yeah, the deep throating.
Yeah, this reminds me of what's happening now in America, where a lot of teachers, like female teachers, are being like are being caught like having sex and having relations with like their elementary school kids or whatever, middle school kids. Have you heard about this shit?
I wanted to have sex with my teacher, and he didn't have sex with me, and then I later found out he ended up having sex with students after me, and I was like, "What the
You're
fuck,
jealous?
man?
Oh,
What
that
the
sucks.
hell?"
I was always like the runt of the litter, you know,
Aw.
like for all my friends who like were 13 but like looked so mature, I still looked like I was like 8.
Ah, but they're into that.
Do you want them to be?
They weren't though, or
Yeah.
maybe they were. I was
No, I think high school boys want boobies. I got dumped for every
Boobs.
blonde with big boobs, over and over and over again.
I'll take that for you and say I raised you the same blonde with big boobs.
Oh yeah,
Did I tell you?
Yeah, you told me about it.
3 guys dumped me for the same girl.
Wow,
she
with
got
the
your
boobs.
sloppy seconds though.
In a way. In a
Boobs.
way.
Yeah.
I
But
had
she
an
won,
ass.
she won all the time.
What is she doing now?
I don't know.
We should look it up. What's her Facebook name?
I don't feel I should say.
No, just look it up on your phone and
Okay,
then
I'm
show
gonna
me
look it
what
up.
she
All
looks
right,
like.
All right.
You know what I
Good.
realize
When
now?
was your first blowjee?
I can't remember.
Blowjee.
But in high school, I look back on it now. I didn't have boobs, but I had a really nice butt. But I never
Yeah.
realized this until maybe now.
Yeah, because butts were
And-
just starting to be a thing when we were younger.
But I had an amazing butt. I was like, damn, I had like an amazing butt.
Oh
I never had
her
an
last
ass. My
post was
boobs were okay, but
2010,
yeah.
so.
She may have died.
I don't think so. I would have heard a bunch of blah blah blahs.
Blah blah blah.
Let me see. Maybe she's on Instagram.
Instagram.
I don't know. Like I remember I think I'm going back to my high school days because like me growing up, I was never a sexual person. I never was really into like you know how you're in high school, you're like, oh, we gotta fuck, we gotta sex, we gotta suck, and all that shit. I was not into it. Yeah, I've had my moments. Yeah, I wasn't a virgin, but I wasn't like obsessed with it. I think I got into like sexy stuff. I would say in my mid to late 20s. In my early 30s, I was like, yeah, hot. And now I'm back to like how I was when I was in high school, middle school, which is not really interested in sex. Maybe my 40s, I'll get back into like, yeah.
I think it comes and goes. I was so horny, but I couldn't give it away for shit, man, because I was
Yeah.
too horny and I
not
scared everyone. I was making plans with people, deals, brokering my virginity.
I think
I
you remember
even
the
bought
story. I
fucking
remember the
condoms,
story.
and like no one would
I
take
remember that
it.
story.
No
Yeah,
one
I
would
think I was
fucking
horny
take it.
from like 26-ish up until like maybe 34, and then now I'm kind of going through my
You can't find her.
menopause
No.
phase.
I think she died. I think that's what.
No.
what we,
Nah.
No. All right. So criminal activities. So how do we feel about P Diddy, man?
Oh fuck!
P. Diddy,
Shocking,
man.
A little shocking. I liked his music. I did not expect to see everything I saw
Oh.
though.
What is he, like a molester?
Oh, do you not know? Have
You
you,
know
been
what's
under
going
a
on?
rock? You were under a rock.
I'm
ma'am.
so bad with like
Celebrities?
pop culture.
Oh.
Chris came home and he's like, the new Taylor Swift album's out. I'm like, really?
Who cares about Taylor Swift?
Okay, so P. Diddy, what did he do?
Yeah. Well,
Everything.
he was abusing.
Sex
Oh, yeah.
trafficking.
Sex
Okay.
trafficking. That's the latest thing.
Well, that's what that's the original thing that they were getting his
right.
sons for
I
and
know
everything.
something about this. Maybe.
Do you?
Maybe.
Well, I've heard.
Or is this
it-
part of your
it's ringing
matchmaking?
A bell.
Is this part of your matchmaking? Shira?
Me and Diddy, you know,
Did he?
slinging dates.
It's because he had cameras all over his house and he would throw crazy parties and orgies and sex stuff and shit. I guess if you have all that money and all this power, I guess it makes you horny, you know?
Well, there's a video that just got released today of him kicking the shit out of a girl.
Yeah, his
and-
that girl who was
Cassie.
Cassie. Remember that Cassie girl? You know that singer? The It's me and you now. I'll be waiting. Think I wanna make a move now. Baby, tell me how you like it. Tell me how you. Come
Oh,
on,
tell me how
Shira.
you like
Yeah.
it. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. I have no idea why
It's
I
like,
couldn't
bam,
tell by
bam,
your
bam, bam.
singing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, he was
anyway,
kicking
he's kicked the
her,
shit
so
out
I
of her,
don't
threw
like
a
that.
vase, threw a vase at her.
I mean, that's like domestic violence. It's not really like sex trafficking.
no, but it's just like piece of shit, piece of shit, piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like one after the other is like coming out in these in
So
these
weird,
ways.
like-
And it's just like, it does feel like if you get a certain amount of fame and a
You're
certain
doing
amount of
weird shit.
power, you're
Your sex shit gets a little bit too extreme.
I think that, but also like you're like,
Too much time on your hands.
no, like your care for human life, like you're in touch with like humanity and reality and like others. I feel like you're so
Yeah, distorted.
separated
You're so
from it.
separated, you
that you-
can't empathize.
Yeah.
Like
that
J
much,
Lo.
yeah.
Everyone hates J Lo right now. You know that? Like
No.
this is J Lo's hate era. Yeah, everyone's like so like unhappy. Everyone's like
I feel
hates J Lo.
exactly indifferent.
Well, I didn't know much
Yeah.
about her. I just kept hearing stuff about how she's so rude and she's like super rude to her employees, to anyone around her, like anyone who's like not a celebrity. She's
I
such
did
a
hear
bitch
that, I
too.
think.
Like people, you can't look at her in her eyes. Like she's rude to everybody, allegedly. Like she's rude to like she went to the school that they were doing some project for her, and everyone had to leave the room. Everyone's like, don't look at J Lo, don't look at her direction, don't breathe. And it's like, I don't fuck about J Lo. People.
But did she do a crime? That's what we really want to know. Is she a criminal?
No, she's not a. Well, I mean, actually, she's actually. She was allegedly. You know when Tupac got shot or Biggie, somebody. She was actually with Diddy at the time, and Diddy made her hold a gun or something, and she was involved in that shit, something like that.
Really?
She was like meddling in that world a little. Because remember, she
Interesting.
dated
Yeah.
Diddy. Remember when she wore that dress?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe she was the
thing is
original sex trafficked.
Yeah, you know what's the P Diddy thing is one of those weird things. Like
First
it
R.
just
Kelly,
feels
not P. Diddy.
like like since the 2017, what's his name
Me
and
Too?
everybody. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say
like-
Epstein. You have something to do with
Epstein.
Epstein a little bit, don't you?
What?
Don't you know people that were
yeah,
Epstein?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we
Epstein?
were right in that area, like right in that time,
Wow.
and yeah, I mean,
And you never wonder why not me?
I do.
Yeah.
What do
I
you mean,
mean,
like why
and
you
I
weren't
know
trafficked?
why. Pure luck.
Ah, really?
Honest to God, pure luck.
You weren't one
There's-
of the sex slaves?
I was not.
Oh, fuck.
I know.
Pure luck you weren't because
Wait,
of
are you
what
happy
time
or
and
not
place.
happy?
Yeah, because of time and place. Because when I got blackout drunk, it just happened to be at a different party. Like
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, like nuts. But I mean, even like the Jeff Kavanaugh trial, I feel like that set off things, and now Johnny Depp too.
Johnny who?
Depp.
Depp,
Depp.
really? Oh, but
Yeah.
I thought it was Amber Heard.
Johnny in debt.
Johnny Depp.
Wait, what did he do? I thought the Amber Heard shit in his bed and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, he wound up suing her for defecation, right?
Defamation.
Defamation.
I'm mixing a couple things because
But she did
I'm like,
defecate.
because she defecated.
But she lost the case. I didn't
She
know.
lost the case, but I'm also like, it feels pretty just like convenient, you know? It's like you don't get to pick and choose like who is guilty and not really. Like if you say believe women and that's like your thing, like you should actually. And I feel like with that case, there's like enough evidence, but her lawyer just freaking
Yeah.
Really?
sucked.
I
The
never looked
lawyer
into
sucked.
that lawyer.
The
too
lawyer
much.
sucked. I think a lot of it, just the televising of the whole
Yeah,
case,
that was like
sensationalized the
it was
whole
just,
thing,
something
and
else entirely.
people just don't like women. They just don't like women. Like,
I love your outfit, Shira. And this. Look at you.
all right,
Damn,
but
you look
we're
cool
still
as
doing the
hell.
episode. so
Sorry, I just looked over and you look fucking.
I'm gonna
cool.
murder this chick. That's the crime.
All right,
act.
more
That's how I'm
crimes.
getting on death row. Is I'm murdering.
Ah.
So the Johnny Depp thing. the
yeah,
Johnny
is a crime.
No, the Johnny Depp thing.
Wait, so you're on Amber Heard's side?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say I'm on her side, but I would say it feels most likely like he abused her. I mean, yeah. Like that.
Really?
So my mom shat in my dad's sink, and I feel like when a woman goes to the point of shitting to prove a point, like that man did some fuck shit. Like that's
Yeah.
what. And my dad did some
Yeah.
fuck shit. So I feel like Johnny Depp did some fuck shit.
Really?
And
he didn't. Are
You don't
kidding me?
defecate for a point unless
I'm gonna look
shit
into
is the
that.
only
She,
the
like,
last resort.
recorded him beating her up, but
Mm.
isn't there like recordings of it?
No,
But
I've
I feel
heard-
like there
I
was
heard.
stuff that like what should have it got thrown out for because it was like admitted wrong. You know what I mean? Like there
Yeah,
was like
that's what I'm
weird.
saying,
There was
like-
weird.
Wow, guys.
Yeah, there was weird legal stuff
Yeah.
there.
Because nobody wanted Johnny Depp to be guilty.
No one
so
wants
he
Johnny
wasn't-
Depp.
Wow, I was so on Johnny
Guilty.
Depp's side because I heard that she beat him up, and I was like, "Fuck Amber Heard." Now you're telling me, and I gotta look into it more because
I don't know whose side is on, but I do feel like they like to paint the picture that women are crazy. And
oh yeah, that's true.
I feel like the internet is run by men and
the world is run by men.
the world is run by men, but especially like the internet, which is kind of running the world because it's what we're all going towards whenever we have a question or anything. We go to the internet. And so
Yeah.
men are fucking filtering everything out. And I have had multiple times recently so many friends that have these fucking fuckboy or just fuckers that they're dating that are like mansplaining, gaslighting, manipulating. And I've gone multiple times to the internet to try to find articles because like the patterns and behaviors that these men are doing.
I feel like everyone's a narcissist
Yeah.
now.
Everyone, but there's so much patterns and behaviors that I see in lots of people my friends are dating, and they all keep falling for it. And I'm like, where are the Reddit pages? Where are the articles that are warning these women? These are the signals to look out for. This is what the patterns are. But there isn't them for men. When I look it up, all it shows me is the patterns of crazy women, of women doing these psycho shit and how they're like tons and tons of articles of women being the crazy woman, but almost no articles of men being crazy. And if they are, then it's like, well, then they're a serial killer and let's all like glorify them and like still make them more famous than anything. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't know that. I gotta
the
look into the Johnny Depp.
patriarchy, man.
The
The
man.
patriarchy.
But dude, look, we're at 54 minutes. Should we?
Well, she's
Oh.
cutting that whole conversation, so
I'm not cutting out the whole conversation, but I probably will. I'll probably cut a little bit of the Jew stuff out just because people don't really like the Jews that much right now.
Oh, okay. I have an issue with that. Now I feel like we need to keep.
You're
this
the one
Jew
who
stuff
wouldn't
in
allow
there.
me to be Jewish over here.
Yeah.
And now you're like, well, now actually leave it in. And I want my bat mitzvah now.
I want it
pee-pee.
now. I did not
I
go
wa-
to Hebrew school.
Did you get a bat mitzvah?
No.
Then you're not Jewish, bitch.
Yes, I am. My mom is.
Fuck your mom.
So that makes you Jewish.
Be so lucky.
To fuck your mom. Your
Well,
mom's pretty
anybody
hot.
would. She
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, she's hottie.
Yeah.
Hottie bo body. All right, so mugshots. Whenever I think of a celebrity mugshot, I think of Nick Nolte. Do you remember that mugshot?
I don't remember the mugshot.
All
Who is Nick Nolte?
All right, so obviously you don't remember it. So when you
I
think of a
know
celebrity
who Nick
mugshot, who do you
Nolte
think
is.
of?
I don't even.
I could
wanna-
keep going.
I
I'm just gonna
Lindsay
say
Lohan.
Donald Trump, but like because
No,
it's the
it's
most
hilarious.
recent one.
It's hilarious.
I'm
And
thinking
it's-
Lindsay
yeah.
Lohan.
I
Yeah.
thought Lindsay Lohan. That was my second one. I was
Interesting.
gonna go Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte just looked like
Who
a fucking
is Nick
pedophile.
Nolte? Who is he?
He
He
was
was like an
a
80s
playwright
actor.
Actor,
Oh.
playwright actor.
He was
guy?
an 80s actor.
Well, I just looked at something, so Keanu Reeves, but
Nick.
and that hot guy who was
oh,
a
that
crip
hot guy who
went
be-
on to be a model.
a model. Yeah, I took a screenshot of it. Look, oh, you weren't here in the room when we talked about it. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Oh, so hot.
Yeah, he actually was a Crip, and he was arrested, and they posted his photo on Facebook, and it got like 900,000 likes. And after he was bailed out, he became a model, and now he has like 1 million followers on Instagram as a model. But that guy's hot. I mean, look at him.
I mean, he is
Very.
it's probably like an
pretty
Armani.
stunning.
Yeah, he is very stunning. Yeah, it's nice to see a stunning man. You know, we always see stunning
This
women.
is Nick Nolte's mugshot.
Oh, okay, I know
Oh,
who that
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Remember that? Like I was like, you are
Cracola.
a criminal. Like,
Okay.
He looks bad there,
looks
and
so
all the
bad.
time.
Going back to kind of what you were saying about the teachers being molested. Well,
Female
you guys
teachers,
know
female
about the,
teachers,
yes.
though.
But do you guys know about the win case scenario where there was a
Yes.
teacher who was caught like with naked pictures online, like they got out or something, so she got fired. And then because there was like a lawsuit or something, it was national attention, and now she's like a millionaire on OnlyFans.
What? No. I thought you were talking about the one teacher who was having sex with her like 12-year-old whatever, and they're still together to this day, and they got married and have kids and everything.
The one that Julianne Moore just did a movie about. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Oh my god, it's such a good
Is that
movie.
the one with her and Julia? No. That's a
and
different one.
Natalie Portman.
Oh, yeah.
No, I
So
remember.
it's based on a true story about a teacher who ended up marrying, having children with like her
Yeah.
12-year-old.
Yup, it's definitely the same case.
And I don't know if they're still together because
They are, I think.
No, watch the movie. I feel like he woke the fuck up as an adult once he became an adult, and he was like,
what
"This
was
is
the age
not
difference?
right." She was like 30 something. He was 12. Like
Oh
it
my
was.
God.
I'm trying to think. Like, okay, guys. Like,
In the film, she does such a good job. It's such a good
dude,
film.
could
but
you guys have sex with like a 12? Say
Hell
say
the
us
fuck
now
no.
with a 12, 13-year-old boy.
It's
I mean,
disgusting.
It has to be
Ew.
like he has to be somebody like in puberty already. Like, don't their dicks not get big after like? Aren't their dicks like little baby dicks after like before puberty?
I don't know, but it's just
You know, like a boy dick, kid's dick. It's
Yeah,
like
I know
just
a
little-
boy dick. Yeah,
We're never gonna be able to post this episode anywhere.
I just don't understand. Like, I mean, I don't know how men go to puberty, but I know their dicks are like little whatever dicks, and then all of a sudden they become man dicks at some
Yeah, I
point.
never thought about when penises start growing.
When they go to puberty, obviously,
I
but
feel-
Is that what it is?
They
When
just
our
wake
boobs,
up one
when our
morning?
boobs start growing is when their
About,
penises
I
start
think.
growing.
it's so funny. If a man has
Which
like
can range a lot for
But also,
everybody.
like, can you imagine, like, when, like, you know, when your boobs didn't come in, you're like, I hope one day, like, are
And
they
you
like
wake up
that
and
with
they're
their
like,
penises? When
I'm
they're like, I
still
hope one
trying
day
to-
my dick will grow in.
like the dudes that go to sleep one night and wake up and their dick is bigger.
I'm
like,
still
I
like
don't
I spent
understand.
my entire
Do they have
like,
stretch marks?
On
what
their
the
dicks?
dicks?
Yeah, like
I've
they.
never seen stretch marks.
neither.
Just veins.
Or maybe
Yeah.
cut
Veins.
marks from their foreskin being
yeah.
chopped off.
Yeah.
I feel like I spent so long waiting for my boobs, and I'm like still feel
They
like
look great.
no, I know, but it's weird. Now I like have them, and I'm like, where did you even come from? Like, I'm way
No.
too late in life to like have boobs all of a sudden. Like, I haven't worn a bra for 10 years, and now
Now you got boobs.
now you can tell.
Yeah.
And I don't like bras anymore because
Yeah.
it's much better without.
Yeah.
I got my boobs in my 30s too. I'm like a full B, small C. I was like a small B.
Yeah.
I
growing
had
up.
boobs. I got my boobs pretty early, but all my friends had gigantic boobs that I
Like
never
double
knew
D
that I.
boobs?
Yeah, like I had
Oh.
friends that had huge boobs that
Yeah.
like I got like a B when I was 14, and now I'm like a C. But
Yeah.
like to me, my boobs were just normal because I had gigantic booby friends like all around me, these juggalas that I was just like.
juggalas.
that
I
I
love
was
it.
just like, mine are just normal
Yeah.
boobs.
I've always loved my boobs. I've never cared or wanted gigantic big tits because like I've always loved my cute little perky boobs.
Mm.
Never had a complaint once, and I feel like all love for the big gigantic boobs.
Complaint. The reviews are in. and
Yeah.
they're
Reviews are
great.
in, absolutely no complaints. But like the big gigantic boobs seems like a lot of work. It's just like all this boob.
I know.
You can't sleep on your stomach.
Very
like-
bad for.
Oh my
the
God,
women
can
who
they
have the
not sleep
biggest
on their
boobs.
stomach?
I imagine they can't. I mean, those gigantic boobs and your back hurts. Like my
Yeah.
cousin had gigantic boobs, and she got them like she got some boobs
I
taken
hate
out.
the reductions though. The scars are terrible.
So much boob.
Whatever.
And
To
the
each
nipples
his
are
own,
like
don't-
I hate like I my nipples are nice and tiny. I love, but some boobs, some nipples are
All
like
right,
that
Valeria,
big.
whip it out. Come on, like you can't just
No,
keep
just
talking
kidding.
about your tits and not show
I love-
us.
you know,
Like,
and
this-
I
that's
love-
a crime.
Well, you know what? I've always never liked
Yeah,
like
thanks.
pink nipples. I have these really nice like light brown nipples, and I'm all about it. I just love my boobs.
I
Everyone.
love pink
I just
nipples,
love
but
my
I don't
boobs.
I
have
like
them.
pink nipples too.
I never.
I like
them.
brown nipples too.
I
like all the
prefer
nipples.
light
Nipples
brown
are
or
just
dark
Generally,
nipples.
I think pretty good.
Men and women.
It's always so interesting to see like where people gravitate, like what it is that like gets it for them, because I feel like I always think it's my version of like what's hot or what great tits are, but like then I expect that to be every guy's version too, and it's not. It's like
Yeah.
so different.
Yeah,
But I
guys
also
like
feel
all,
like
guys
guys
any
like
boobs.
lots of boobs. Like
Yeah,
I don't
they-
think
yeah,
they're
lots of
complaining
different
about
kinds.
boobs.
But I'm talking about like your ideal porn kind. You know,
Oh. It's like not
like
too
I
big, not
need
too small.
very specific.
Tell me your
tits.
specific tits.
Yeah, I'm.
What
with
are the
you,
best
Sort of
tits?
not too big, not too small,
Bouncy.
natural, and bouncy.
And perky.
Yeah.
What about the nipple size?
medium size nipple?
Medium?
Not like tiny, but not like massive.
Not dinner plate. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about how close together? Like
I prefer them close to medium.
like
In distance.
here or like Cameron Diaz. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. No. Yeah. A little closer. Bubbly little boobies
Yeah, I think that's an ideal boob for
that are
everyone.
just like bloop.
Yeah, and remember that Instagram video you showed me or the boobs was just like, I was like, those are some good ass boobs.
Those are good titties.
I keep thinking about the tits. I want to kind of find it so I can show Shira so she can
They were
enjoy.
really good boobs, and they were
They were
bouncing down
great
the
boobs.
stairs.
Let me see.
I think I could find them.
So this is crime because these boobs should be out all the time.
Yeah, I like boobs inside clothes.
Boobs,
Actually,
all the boobs.
All the boobs. I think
All the
actually, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pro team nudie, I think, because like if
You
we
know
were
both.
all just naked,
I
Yeah,
am not
I
team
agree.
nudie.
all of our
Yeah.
issues would probably be
I
solved.
found it.
Yeah.
I found it. Look.
There it is. How good are those boobs?
Yeah, they're good. Like, see, like
Great
Chris
boobs.
would fucking really like
Yeah.
that. I think they're too big, personally.
They're so bouncy.
So bouncy.
They're so
girl.
bouncy.
Oh, look at them.
I can look at
Oh
them all
my
day.
God, that's
Some
insane.
Great boobs.
I love it.
That's insane.
so much.
10 out of 10 stars. But no, let me tell you something. I am not
I'm
team
threatened
nudie.
by that video, so that's how you know they're good.
They're really good that it's making my mouth go. Ah!
Me too. I feel like
I want them in my mouth.
I don't want them in my mouth. I just want to look at them because I don't like nudity. I like people in clothes. I feel like there's an art to clothes. There's an art to the way your clothes fit, how they drape, how they conceal and hide.
Yeah.
Just nakedness is like, okay, like I can go anywhere and see someone naked, you know? But someone in a nice outfit that fits
A
them the
nice
right way,
outfit.
tailored,
That's like
looking good, looking
10%
amazing. Just like,
of anybody.
I
has
think
nice
it's
outfits.
90%.
No.
Yeah, because someone
Most
can look.
people have bad taste.
No, I like fashion, I guess. I'm just into fashion.
No, but she's saying most people have shitty fashion.
Yeah.
Oh, I have
It's
show you
like
my
just
Pinterest.
get naked, bitch.
I'll show you my Pinterest.
that outfit is a crime.
Fine. All right, guys, this has been hilarious and fun and all over the fucking place.
Yeah. I'm hungry now. You got me hungry.
I don't know what you thought when you invited me on a
No,
show
this
for
is
crime.
exactly
No,
what
this
I
is
wanted.
exactly what I thought would happen. I love it.
Tits.
I want more. I
Tits and
want
ass.
more of Shira.
All right, we have another guest coming though, and she'll be here soon. You're welcome
Can
to
you stay? Can you
if
stay?
you want to. You don't
Okay.
have to. We can decide later. So
gonna
maybe
force her.
you'll be on the next episode, maybe not. We shall find out. In the
Okay.
meantime, we are all gonna look this way.
Okay, thanks for having me.
And this has been Grim Gals.
Spice edition.
Spicy.
I hope you were spaced.
I hope you were feeling naughty spice. Naughty spice. All right, wait, hold on. Shira, do you want people to follow you and find you or no?
Yeah.
All right, so talk to them in
Oh,
your
okay.
camera. This camera.
You look so cool
This
in this
one.
outfit.
Okay, you can follow me at Shira is Lonely, and you better do it soon because I'm trying to come up with other creative names for my IG handle. So Shira is Lonely, and DM me what I should turn my Instagram name into.
Pimpin' Shira.
But also
Shira
DM
is
her
pimpin'.
if you want to find love.
Also DM me if you want to find love. After all that you've heard, clearly I'm an expert.
She has a very hot boyfriend with a big penis, and they might do anal with Aquaphor.
Yes.
Maybe.
Don't give him any idea.
I know it's a really big
Nice.
penis in your very
It's
tiny
not
butthole.
alright.
It's
Aw,
not okay.
so cute. I love
All right,
it.
now everyone look into your own cameras, and we're gonna.
No, do the beep.
All right, ready?
All right,
One,
ready,
2,
two,
3.
three.
Perfect.
That's a better Spice edition.
I know. Well,